Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to this week's Celebration Sunday. So I wanted to talk to you all about something that was really special to me, something that I did with my daughter when she began wearing her hijab. So just to backtrack, growing up, I remember I always knew I wanted to be a teacher or be in education, a principal on my own school. That was always something that I wanted to do. But aside from that, I always knew I wanted to be a mom. That was something I used to daydream about, um, and just something I've always looked forward to. So I remember watching one episode of The Cosby Show when I was a little kid, and it was the episode where Rudy got her period. And I remember her mom did like a big to-do for her. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, when I have a daughter, I cannot wait to do something like that. And so many years later, when I became a mom and it was that special time for my daughter, I decided that I wanted to throw her a hijab party. Because I felt like, that moment where, a little girl becomes a woman, one of the biggest things that they're looking forward to, or maybe even dreading, is having to wear a hijab and having to cover their hair. And so I really wanted to make it a special time for her. And so my girlfriends and we got together and, I made a nice big dinner at my house. And I was living in UAE at the time. So my sisters and my mom weren't there, but my girlfriends, they were, my kids' aunties, and they were the best friends a girl could imagine. And I asked all of them if they could write about when they started wearing their hijab, write about their experience. And so everybody did, and my mom did back in the States, and my sisters did, and my sister-in-law did, and I compiled it all into a book for her, for my daughter, and I got it bound and into a nice hardcover book, and everybody had pictures of them like from back in the day when they started wearing it, and all these different cool, unique styles. And people talked about their experience of wanting to wear it, and even not wanting to wear it, and all that they went through, throughout that process. So I remember one of my friends, she was like, Mina, she's gonna be mortified. She's gonna be so embarrassed because, like now all the aunties are gonna know that, oh my gosh, now Asada has to start wearing her hijab because, this must be, that time for her. But I was like, you know what, maybe, but I think she'll be into it. And she was. She was super into it. So, all my friends and I were sitting in the living room, and I had this nice, platter set out. We had food and everything, and I had the projector. I had a projector out, and I had digital copies of my friends' hijab stories because they had sent it to me. So I projected it on the wall, and my different friends read their stories to her, and we talked about it, and we laughed, and we just all shared our experiences, and everybody brought my daughter some hijabs, some really pretty, unique hijabs. She had hijabs of all colors and textures and prints and non-prints and chiffons and cottons and all types of hijabs. And it was just such a nice experience for her. And it's a book that she still has to this day. And I chose not to share that book with you guys today, but what I did want to share with you instead is this book. So this is a book that one of my girlfriends made for Asada, and it says Aspire Asada. And I thought this one would be really important to share because, it's those moments that you have in life where people do something for you that's really, really special, that you can hold on to, that really makes you want to aspire. It could make you want to aspire to be like them, or to have some of their qualities that you think are so special, or it could make you just want to aspire to make somebody else feel as good as that person made you feel. And so in this book, my dear friend Iman Khalid, she has all these different pictures of amazing women in my daughter's life, who she can aspire to be like. And this was just so touching, and you know, I had no idea that she made this book. And this is even my sister with President Barack Obama. And you know, it was just one of those moments that brought tears to my eyes. And it's so amazing that, you know, this is something that we can still have to look back on. So I'd love to know, what are some amazing things that you do with your daughter to help her welcome that special time in her life where she is a woman now and it's her turn to continue the legacy of wearing this beautifully draped garment, the hijab? And what do you do to help her feel like it's something that she should hold near and dear? So hopefully you all celebrate with us and share in the comment section what you've done or what you're looking forward to doing with your daughter and even your niece, or just whatever little girl you have in your life. Because you know, some of my friends at the time, they didn't have daughters back then, but this was really something special and impactful that they did for a girl in their life. Assalamu alaikum.